What's up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing another Q&A, life update, chit chat, all of that. I asked you guys what questions you had for me and y'all showed up on the community tab. So let's go over there now. I haven't read these yet. Well, that's not true. I did read a couple of them. Like the uterus questions. Oh, wait, shit, my intro. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jess. I'm a person in long-term recovery, whether you like that or not. I'm still going to say it. Who has in fact been to prison. Ta-da! It's not a flex, it's just a fact. If you want to follow me on any other social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, Patreon, that's $2. It's only ever going to be $2. All of that is linked down below, as well as my vlog channel, my Facebook, my podcast, all of the things, even merch. I even have my Amazon storefront in the description box. Literally everything is always linked down below. But without further ado, let's kick this thing off. Okay, let's just do a quick little recap on why I don't like getting asked if I want more children or if I want a boy, because this is a family of girls. If you don't know, my new fiance and Berner and I have 3 kids. 2 of them I birthed and 1 of them is his, so 1 bonus baby for me. So we have 3 girls, and people love to ask if you have one family of all girls or all boys, they want to ask, do you want the other gender? 1, knock it off. 2, that invalidates the family, because asking us if you want a boy just kind of gives the impression that our family is somehow incomplete, and it is not at all. The other reason why I don't like being asked that is because a few years back, I actually had a miscarriage, and that was at a time in my life where my now ex and I were trying to have a third. We went through a year of tracking ovulation. I was diagnosed with secondary infertility. I got pregnant and I had a miscarriage. It was very fucking traumatic and awful, and I never told you guys about that, never filmed about it, never talked about it. I just continued on, and throughout, over the past few years, I'm still asked every day if I want more kids. It's just not appropriate. Stop asking people what they're going to do with their uteruses, okay? Because you have no idea what someone else is going through. It's the only question that I don't like being asked. But I do think that asking me that gives me an opportunity to share that experience with you guys, because maybe it'll stop you from asking that. And I know that it's a socially acceptable question. It's just inappropriate when you think about it. Also, I've said that for 6 years. Oh my God. How do you get along with your bonus daughter's mother? Any co-parenting tips that you can share? Proud of how far you've come. You're beautiful. Thank you. I don't have any tips that I can share because I have not met her yet. She is still struggling with her own stuff. Berner and I talked about that a couple of months back on his channel, and I will link that video on the card up there. But, in terms of the details of it, it's really super personal, and he doesn't like sharing a lot of personal things on the internet, which is very wise because I do regret sharing certain things online. So I haven't met her yet. We are not co-parenting. Our co-parents are struggling. My co-parent is dealing with his own stuff, and he is MIA essentially, and same with her. So maybe one day, hopefully, all of the parents involved can be healthy and happy and co-parent peacefully, because a child deserves all of the healthy adults that they can get. Like, it takes a village, right? But we're not there yet, and it doesn't look like we're going to be there anytime soon. What happened that changed Berner from a friend to a potential partner? Was it a specific incident? It actually was. So he and I were friends for like 4 years. He was actually my most hated guest, which is funny. So I thought, how can I make the internet not like me more? Ooh, I know. I'll date the guy that they hate more than me. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So yeah, he's super honest and, just really doesn't care about your opinion at all. He's going to tell it like it is and give you his very raw and honest opinion. So people didn't like that very much. They wanted him to repent for his sins, apparently. Like, they wanted him to be ashamed of what he did and have extreme remorse and empathy for hurting really bad men in prison. And if you don't know his story, he was sentenced to 18 months for like burglary or robbery or whatever. And while he was in prison, joined a gang and hurt some really bad people along the way. And, YouTube didn't like that very much. So we were friends ever since that. We kept in contact over the years, very strictly platonic. He was in a relationship, I was in a relationship. Well, a year ago, he started to reach out to me more and more frequently because he was just needing advice for a family member that was struggling with addiction. So we started talking more. And one night I was really going through it, and I was having a panic attack and I couldn't sleep. I had a lot of anxiety. So I decided, since I couldn't sleep, to go into my kitchen and start organizing the kitchen, because I had just gotten some things to organize, like underneath the kitchen sink and all that. And I was just crying. I couldn't even see what I was doing because I was just so upset. And, the floor is a mess. There's kitchen stuff everywhere, like cleaner and all the stuff you keep underneath a freaking kitchen sink. And I called him. It was late too. And I'm like, if anyone's going to answer, it's going to be him, because he's just that kind of friend. It doesn't matter what time it is. He's going to answer. And within a couple of minutes of being on the phone, he had me laughing and calm. And we stayed on the phone, like on a FaceTime, for over an hour. And I hung up the FaceTime. But before I hung up, I said, did you know that you've always been my secret TikTok crush? And his eyes got really big. He's like, you're not even going to believe me. So he asked his roommate, like, dude, tell her. So we were each other's secret TikTok crush. But I hung up the phone very quickly after that. And I went to bed. I slept like a baby. And the next morning I'm like, oh God, it's giving very much. Do you like me? Check yes or no. That was so stupid. Why did I say that? That was just the dumbest thing. And then we started talking more and more, and y'all know the rest. But basically that one moment where he calmed me down, made me laugh, made me completely forget why I was having a panic attack, and was just the nicest person to me. That was the first moment in a series of what would later become several moments, hundreds of moments, where he was kind and gentle and patient and calm and funny and sincere. And he showed me that every single day. You said on live, I told Burner that if we don't work out, I'm still going to help you get custody of your daughter. Didn't Bunny XO say that exact same thing? Yeah, she did. How do your daughters feel about Burner? I don't want to speak for them, but we have filmed a video way back in January where I asked them that. You can't see them, you just hear their voice, because I am sharing them less and less. Some people on the internet really scare me, but they like him and they're really happy. They see that he doesn't yell at me and he's just very gentle. He's so fun. He's attentive. So they like him. Riley is very much, I don't like boys at all. Micah kind of has similar energy, so anyone that I choose to date after their father, they have it. They're not going to have it easy. These girls are very hard to impress. You can't buy them. You have to show them every day that you're a good person, because they don't care. You literally cannot buy these kids. They're such good kids. And they know that his character is amazing. The only complaints that they have, and same, is that he can't keep his pants pulled up. What kind of comparison is prison PTSD to the past relationship in personal behavior challenges? That's a good question. Prison PTSD, I still am very aware of my surroundings. That will probably be true for the rest of forever. And not even from prison either. I was a female drug dealer. I was jumped a couple of times. As a teenager, I was jumped and hurt pretty badly. So I've always been very aware of my surroundings, very aware of where I am and the space that I'm taking up. I don't listen to music if I'm walking anywhere. You'll never see me with AirPods, not even in the gym. I don't care. I'm not doing it. But with the past relationship stuff, I was assaulted many times. I was kept hostage many times. I had a seatbelt wrapped around me, and these are from different people. Then, I was stalked, and my ex got a private investigator to follow me around. So because of that, I'm very weird about going into public. I don't like it, but I never drive the same way home twice. I can't wear a seatbelt regularly. I clip it because my car sucks and it won't stop beeping unless I click it. But I take this seatbelt part and I have to put it behind my back because I can't stand that being there. It's just very triggering, and I know that that's not safe. I'm not hurting anyone but myself if I get in an accident, okay? Don't care. I can't do it. I physically cannot do it. I still have a lot of really bad dreams. One of them that was reoccurring for a while, and I haven't had it in months now, thank God, was that I woke up and my ex was standing over me, no shirt on, just shorts. And for whatever reason, I was very scared, and the dream kind of always goes differently, but that image is in my head because I woke up and I was assaulted one time, and that's what he was wearing. So the dreams are different. The way that I move throughout the world is a little bit different. And I left Reese 2 years ago. I had another situation that was just not good and very violent. But I'm okay. It's been a year since I got out of all of that, and it's getting easier, I will say. But there are things that I think will always haunt me, that will always bother me. And those really violent really bad moments in my life. I think that they changed me forever. And then the internet doing the whole smear campaign, that changed me forever too. You know, I'm a lot more guarded, and I am still hurt from the whole smear campaign thing, but it did teach me a lot of stuff. You know, it doesn't matter how much proof we have. If people don't want to believe us, and if people don't like us, then they won't. It doesn't matter that my ex was convicted of DV. It doesn't matter that in another incident he was court ordered to pay me damages. It doesn't matter that in another incident after that he was slapped with a restraining order. It doesn't matter that he violated that restraining order a bunch of times. It doesn't matter that I have video footage, body cam footage, Ring doorbell footage. People just don't understand domestic violence the way that they should. They don't understand narcissistic abuse the way that they should. I think maybe we're getting there, but at the end of the day, it changed me forever. And that's something that I'm working through. Are you still going through with a lawsuit around the people that harassed you online? Again, at the end of the day, does it really matter? You know, these same people will try to pose as side chicks to Burner to try to make me unhappy. They're so miserable in their own life that I think karma is like the real thing. And also, no one more successful than me is doing that kind of stuff. No one more successful than me is calling TCFS on me to try to take my kids away. No one more successful than me is sitting around making videos about how horrible I am and how bad my content is. Y'all can talk all that shit you want on Reddit, but at the end of the day, none of it's true. And I live a very peaceful life. Contrary to popular belief, the only drama that I have is with strangers that don't like my content. So, or men that can't have me, or females that will never be me. Are you afraid your kids will use drugs? No, I'm not. I'm very open and honest with my kids about everything. We talk about this stuff: prison, addiction, mental health, most specifically mental health, and emotional intelligence, and how to work through, you know, issues and all of that. We focus on mental health. The substance is never the problem. There's other issues beyond the substance, and that is what we focus on. We focus on teaching them how to calm themselves down, how to be aware of their emotions, how to solve certain problems, and how to not become angry, bitter, and resentful from the really unfair things that happen in life. What's your favorite thing to cook? Pasta. Definitely pasta. I'm a stay-at-home mom who is about to go back to college. What is your best advice for juggling kids and being a full-time college student? Red Bull, snacks. No, I that is so hard. I was a full-time stay-at-home mom, a full-time college student, and a full-time YouTuber. And it was very, very hard. I had to wake up before the kids woke up, like significantly, like by 2 hours. And then I had to go to sleep after the kids went to bed, significantly by several hours. It was very difficult. A lot easier once the kids started going to school. That way I had that time throughout the day, but still the time management of all is very difficult. I don't have any advice other than try to be as organized as you can, drink a lot of Red Bull, and it is okay to cry. Ask for help, take breaks as much as you can, and just try to be organized about it. It's hard. It's just going to be fucking hard for a while. Not forever, for a while. How did you learn to trust again after going through a narcissistic relationship? For me, it is still an ongoing thing, but it is having a partner that I can trust, a partner that is very honest, a partner that is transparent, that is obsessed with me, that doesn't give me reasons to think that I should think some type of way. There's no red flags other than maybe his online personality. No, it's a process. It's not something that comes easy. As much as I trust my partner, because he's shown me that day in and day out, there is still something there that's like, You know what I mean? Like, don't blindly trust people, but I think most people are good. You have to trust yourself the most. I think that maybe is the key. Trust yourself to pick up on these things. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. And when something seems off, it probably is. Don't gaslight yourself in situations where it's like, that seems off. No, I'm crazy. Don't do that. You're not crazy. You have intuition. Women have incredible intuition. Trust your gut and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If something doesn't feel right, if you feel uncomfortable, if something seems off, listen to that. Also, I know anxiety is a real thing, so it's kind of hard. It's hard. I don't know. Go to therapy. We all need therapy. Are y'all planning on doing a big wedding? No. Take Jelly Roll's advice and do a very small, very intimate wedding, like an elope type of thing. We sat with him after the show for a while and talked about it, and that's what he suggested, and I think that's like the most romantic thing, so we're going to take that advice. Why do you only go after felons even though you have kids? What's funny is I was with their dad, Reese, remember him, for 8.5 years. He's not a felon. Corporate job, Army veteran, seemed like a great pick, right? Why do you only focus on the fact that my current partner is a felon? Some of the best people in the world are felons. Some of the people that care the most, that have the biggest heart, that are the most creative and artistic and beautiful are felons. Some of the people that give back to their communities are felons. Jelly Roll's a felon, right? Did everyone forget about that? Let's just do a quick little Google search to see who are felons that you guys definitely know. Mark Wahlberg, Martha Stewart, Robert Downey, 50 Cent, Tim Allen, James Brown, Danny Trejo. Why can't I ever say his name? Mick Jagger, or Kelly, yeah. Ugh. Lil Wayne, Mike Tyson, Lil Kim, Chris Brown. You guys remember that? You guys remember that Chris Brown assaulted Rihanna and was charged with felony assault and criminal threat? Pled guilty at trial and was offered a plea deal that allowed him to forego jail in place of 5 years of probation, community service, and domestic violence classes. And some of y'all are still bumping that music. Weird. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? In 5 years, Micah will be 17.
What?
It goes by so fast. It goes by so fast. Riley will be 13. Oh my God. Emerald will be 8. That's crazy. I don't know. I can't picture having like full-blown teenagers. And they're growing up so fast. Micah's going to be a teenager, next June. It's wild how fast it goes. I don't know where I see myself in 5 years. Please do more cooking vlogs and hauls, mom life, etc. I know I'm not the only one who enjoys that kind of content from you. So yeah, that's on the vlog channel. I'll do more of that stuff. It's just very difficult right now to film like all the mom life because it really is chaotic. Emerald is adjusting very well, but it comes with challenges every day. She is 3. She's been through a lot of temper tantrums, and we're doing the best that we can. And that, it does cause a lot of stress for everyone in the family, especially Burner. No one's more stressed out than the biological parent of someone that's having a freaking meltdown. But he's patient and we're consistent and all of that. But it really isn't fair to Micah and Riley. So it's hard to balance and, have time for all of them equally. It is such a struggle. You know what I mean? When a 3-year-old is very demanding of your time, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's just going to have to be more voiceovers. You know what I mean? Like cleaning, cooking. It's just going to have to be voiceovers if you guys want more of that content because, yeah, it's just, I don't want to disrupt everyone's day more and make everyone be quiet because, this is kind of, you got to be quiet if we're filming, right? Mama Kent is doing good. Does Reese have contact to the girls? Yeah, so we're officially out of family court, and if you were on my Patreon, you would know that. All the tea and all the stuff is over there on Patreon, but we're officially out of family court, but the past order allowing him visitation and calls and all of that is still in effect, but the state of Illinois has no jurisdiction over us, and I'm a little salty with my family court lawyer because we moved out of Illinois in March. And it just got dismissed a couple of weeks ago. I was bleeding money in family court. It's so expensive. And what's funny is I'm the respondent. I was the respondent. He was the petitioner, meaning it wasn't me that put us in family court. I begged him not to put us in family court. I didn't want to, but that was his retaliation. I pressed assault charges on him and all of that stuff. That was his retaliation. It was also his way of weaseling out of talking about the assault because the order of protection was changed and reamended many, many times, some of which allowing him parenting time. So in order to not talk about anything he did to me, it was moved to family court per his wishes, per his motions and all that stuff. A narcissist will do anything to avoid accountability, but family court does not care about what your partner did to you. They care about two things. Two things. What is in the best interest of the kids, and can these two adults get along to figure that out? That's it. And it costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be told, figure it out, pay your own lawyer fees, good luck. It's a waste of time and resources. But yeah, he can call, he can visit, he should pay child support. He chooses not to. Would you ever go skydiving? I don't know. Would you guys ever travel internationally to another country? So yeah, Burner's been to Europe. He went to Scotland and some other places. I don't know. He loves it over there. How did you meet Burner? Met on YouTube. Did your boyfriend fall asleep at a party? No, he was actually at desk in detention. It seems like your life did a 360. That would mean I'm in the same, a 180. If I did a 360, wouldn't I be right back in the same spot? I know what you mean though. What's your advice for not living with your trauma? I live with my trauma every day. Our body stores trauma. Trauma is stored in hair, our bones, our body, our brain. And, there's a lot of Pilates exercises that can help release trauma from your body. It's just process of getting your body out of fight or flight. I'm, learning certain things in therapy that help with that. But at the end of the day, time, acknowledgement of it, and processing it really is all you can do. Is it hard to deal with constant hate? And is it worth dealing with the rewards of being on YouTube and financial success? I've said this forever. Success to me is not a monetary thing. Success for me is, how is my story making an impact? How am I making an impact with my wisdom, my story, and everything that I've gone through? And you can laugh at that if you want to. I don't care. That's why it hurt me so bad to have females attack me and try to take my kids away and all of that. It hurt me so fucking bad. Filming content for you guys is my passion. I love it. But there is a little spark that died when my ex kept assaulting me and when he relapsed and then when the smear campaign happened. My spark is just a tiny little flicker right now, but it's coming back, and I just have to learn to give myself more grace. When it comes to hate comments, I don't give a shit what you comment. Don't care. It's the real life stuff that affected me deeply. So, and those females that also helped put Ryan Leone in the ground, they'll never be held accountable. They don't care. They hide behind usernames on Reddit, and some of them were even so disgusting to, after making hate video after hate video after hate video, come out, delete those videos, come out and say, R.I.P. Ryan Leone. His biggest pet peeve in the world was mispronouncing his name. He fucking hated it. It drove him crazy. I'm not going to say who did that, but I spent 5 years of my 6.5-year career not saying that female's name for a reason. She is everything that's wrong with the internet and then the recovery community and all of that, just as a human being. So like never will I say certain names because they don't deserve the shout out or the attention. But it's gross, and they'll never be held accountable. They'll get away with it. They'll laugh about it, call me crazy, say that I'm all these things. They'll victim blame, slut shame, all the things. But at the end of the day, they're miserable and they'll get their karma. Do you have people come up and want pics or your autograph? Has being well known from your platform been good or bad for you? Yes, people come up to me, they recognize me and they recognize Burner, and it's such a cool thing and we're so grateful. The only time I won't take a picture with you is if I'm with my kids, because I don't want to take the focus off my kids in public to take a picture or whatever. I really just, I'm just a protective mama bear when it comes to that. But if I'm not with my kids, I will stop what I'm doing. I'll get up from dinner. I'll take a picture with you. I'll talk to you. You can sit down at my table. I'll sign something for you if you want me to. I do think it is weird because I'm just a chick on the internet I'm no one special. I don't think I'm famous. I don't think any of that, it's just a really weird thing. I might have a little bit of imposter syndrome, but yeah, you guys are welcome to come up to us and talk to us. Just as long as I'm not with my kids, I will take a picture with you. How tall are you? I'm 5'5". When is the wedding? We don't know yet. Will you ever consider making a PO box again? I might do that, but it's not going to be in the state that I live in. I would just send it, to a friend. I'd have a friend of mine put it in their name and then they could just send me the stuff. That might be something that I'm willing to do. Are you good at making new friends? I'm not. I'm so awkward. And you'll think that I'm social, but I'm an introvert. So really it just kind of drains my energy. And then being alone, I am able to recharge. It's just such a weird thing. But yeah, I'm not really good at making new friends. I'm the mom in the pickup line with the windows up, music on, not paying attention, messy bun with my fuck off sandals and my sweatpants. All right. These are always so long. I know it's not going to seem like it when I edit it, but I've been filming for an hour. I'm going to end today's video here. As always, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sober, whatever that looks like to you. Stop regurgitating the same disses when it comes to Burner's face tattoos, desk in detention, Timu Malone, pre-Malone, fell asleep at a party. Come up with original shit. Someone said one time that he looks like he needs to be sprayed with Lysol, and that was the funniest shit. If it's funny, I'll pin it. If it's regurgitated, I'm gonna roll my eyes at you because you're lame. Okay, see y'all in my next one.